All right, y'all. We're back with part two of Ben 10 story what? Ben 10 illustrated the whole story. We're on part two. We gonna see what Ink Tank is cooking up with this. I like Ben 10 already, but Ink Tank, I say this every time. They know everything. They're like the CIA of Ben 10, where it's like Area 51. They know everything but won't tell you nothing. These dudes are like the reverse of that. They know everything about Ben 10, but they'll tell you stuff. But it's kind of funny that they both work with aliens. But anyway, make sure you like and sub up if you like Ben 10. I'm reacting to their little episode series, 5YL. Also, if you want to check that out. Because, man, I be seeing everybody eat with this Ben 10 stuff, and they reacting to Ben 10 for the first time. Like, let me eat too. I'm trying to get up there with this Ben 10 stuff, man. And I also talk about Ben 10 a little bit if you want to check those out. We're going to get into this. Part 2. Look at Ben. The final episode. What? Oh, part 2. I don't know if I can show that in the background. I don't know if I can show that. I'm not trying to have you
This
catch
video will be
it.
the second in a 5-part series of an illustrated retelling of the entire history of Ben 10, from the classic series all the way to Omniverse. The
I know,
information
yeah.
will be presented chronologically.
I saw this last time, but I don't want to show that in the background. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can show that.
Max comes out of retirement and begins to refamiliarize himself with his
Look at Max.
technology and weapons. Gwen takes an interest in magic after stealing a spellbook from one of their many reoccurring villains.
I promise you, even if you watch Ben 10 and you watch this, you're gonna learn something. Cause like I watched Ben 10, I love Ben 10, but I don't know everything. You know what I'm saying?
And Ben soon discovered that there are more than 10 aliens in the Omnitrix.
Yes.
He becomes a natural at many fighting styles. Vilgax eventually emerges under a partnership with Kevin, who has now permanently damaged his body with the alien DNA from Ben's Omnitrix. Ben temporarily gains access to the master control of his Omnitrix. Ben seals them both away in the Null Void, an alternate dimension made to inhabit the galaxy's worst criminals.
That's crazy.
On Max's 60th birthday, Ben and Gwen are thrusted 20 years into the future.
Bro, he's doing that. Oh my god, that was 20 years. What year is it? It's 2026. So this happened this year? What day did that episode come out? Somebody's got to do something about, like, say something about that when that come out. Y'all let me know. That's crazy.
During this brief journey, Ben evaluates the arrogant and selfish behavior he develops
Look at Ben
as he
10,000
matures into adulthood, and vows to make different choices as he grows. Ben and Gwen are returned to their time shortly after defeating future Vilgax. Xylene also arrives after she is accidentally unfrozen by a group of Inuits. She reveals to them that the Omnitrix was intended for Max.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Enough to keep it. At some point, Ben is yet again hurled into the future.
But he should have known that though. Like, you really thought the watch was meant for you? I mean, shoot, if I was able to do that and I was like doing my thing, I would have did the same. I would have said the same thing, like, no.
During a chrono randomization barrier error by 16-year-old Ben Tennyson. Ben then helps his future.
Oh, he put this in there too?
More on that later. After this event, Ben is sent back to his own time and recalls this journey as a vague dream. Towards the end of the summer, the Omnitrix's self-destruction is accidentally turned on during a battle.
Oh, he's doing the movie now? Ain't no way.
Ben is taken to space by Tetrax, an ex-bounty hunter turned vigilante, to help Ben find the creator of the Omnitrix and turn off the self-destruct, as the destruction's power will destroy the entire.
Well, I just realized this story is still crazy though. I'm pausing it, you right. But this story is still crazy because it's like he's incorporating everything that we know from Omniverse. But a lot of people won't do that because a lot of people missed out on Omniverse. If you missed out on Omniverse, go watch it. I'm currently watching like people react to Ben 10. And they're like, there's a creator I'm watching who's on Omniverse, Call TV. So if you want to go back and watch that, you can. But, man, you missed out on Omniverse, watch it.
Intending to steal the Omnitrix once and for all, or force the creator to build him a new one. The gang finally meet Azmuth, who at first refuses to fix the Omnitrix as he believes the universe is doomed to destroy itself anyway. In a last effort to save the universe, Ben battles Vilgax and his army one final time without use of
Oh, this is what way big pop up. Oh, wait, never mind.
Inspires Azmuth to put his faith in Ben as the future hope of the universe, and fixes the Omnitrix, unlocking one of Ben's most powerful forms in the process. Azmuth keeps an eye on
these drawings are killing me.
But for now, still refuses to give him the master control. Meanwhile, back on Earth, The hybrid begin seeding their plants for universal domination by planting sleeper agents and slowly integrating themselves into society. With summer vacation over, Ben and Gwen return to school. The disorientated dad of Azmuth soon visits and declares war on Ben after misinformation leads him to believe that Ben
Bro, is that from that other movie?
Battle in the middle of Bellwood City causes
Bro.
miles of detrimental
Destroy all aliens.
The city secretly enlists the help of various aliens to help rebuild Bellwood, with the aliens taking up camp below the surface. Over time, these camps would form a city of their own.
Wait, that was confirmed?
A year passes, and Ben unlocks a new trend.
Bro, that's the thing with Ink Tank. I don't know if they like... I know everything they're saying is true, but I'd be having to rethink myself. I'm like, bro, is that true? Did they plant that beforehand? Or did they say that in Omniverse? Is this feedback? Bro, he's...
Information named Feedback and quickly becomes addicted to using him. Meanwhile, in the Null Void, Kevin finds himself in a plumber-operated prison and meets Quarrel, a wise inmate with knowledge on Osmosians. He helps Kevin learn to control his rage, which was the trigger of his initial mutation. The more energy an Osmosian absorbs, the more insane they become. To combat this, Kevin learns to absorb matter instead, creating a suit of armor with whatever material he touches. Quarrel helps Kevin escape by sacrificing his life at the hand of the prison warden, who has a deep hatred for criminals.
Oh, okay, never mind. Ooh.
This memory haunts him through his early teens. Still trapped in the Null Void, Kevin is found and recruited by Proctor Cervantes, leader of the Rooters, a special Black Ops division of the Plumbers. Cervantes was a corrupted scientist who frequently abducted children and performed experiments on them, attempting to create an army of superpowered beings.
I knew that thanks to that reaction video of those people.
When he discovered Kevin, he thought of him as the key to achieving his dream, and uses Kevin's powers to experiment on himself and a new team of children, creating the Rooters. After a period of training, the Rooters are sent to Earth to execute Ben Tennyson, with the assault led by Kevin. During the battle, the assault fails, which highly upsets Proctor Cervantes, calling the Rooters project a failure. He wipes Kevin's mind of any memory of him, and does the same to the other Rooters, and lets them loose once again into the Null Void. With his new friend by his side, Kevin and Argent wander the Null Void. They eventually find a way out, and after a few scandals as traveling con artist partners, agree to go their separate ways. On Galvan Prime, Azmuth has moved back to his homeworld and becomes their first thinker. During the creation of the Galvanic Mechamorph, a species of sentient blobs of nanites that can possess and enhance machinery that live on Galvan Prime's moon, named Galvan B, one Mechamorph was made incomplete, which corrupted both his biomass and his sanity.
This dude is bringing Malware back from 07.
Azmuth worked to develop a cure to stabilize him, but it was deemed a failure. Malware became hostile and attempted to cure himself by kidnapping Albedo, one of the assistants of Azmuth, forcing him to develop a cure. This only mutated and corrupted Malware further. Malware then...
Bro, this story is still crazy, because it's like, think about it. If you're... He's like retelling the story as if Omniverse was implanted. Like, it's like, imagine the creators of Ben 10 made the first Ben 10 episode and thought about Omniverse. They weren't thinking about Omniverse. A lot of people like to say Omniverse is retcon, which is most likely true. But it's like, he's making the story as if Omniverse wasn't retcon. So it's like, what happens if they make a new series? Is he going to have to go back and... This is crazy. Ink Tank, I told you, they're on a whole new level.
Power to perfect his form. He steals an incomplete blueprint from an altercation with Ben, and begins working on an Omnitrix duplicate with a spastic scientist known as Dr. Psychobos. The two realize that they are in need of DNA samples to program into their Omnitrix, and enlist the services of Kyber the Huntsman to collect samples from the predators of Ben's aliens. Malware then ambushes the Tennysons, and in an effort to crush Ben's spirit, rips feedback out of Ben's Omnitrix and vaporizes him, destroying Ben's ability to transform into him. Malware, Dr. Psychobos, and Kyber then spend the next 5 years collecting DNA samples for what they will eventually call the Neatrix. Heartbroken by the loss of feedback, Ben eventually has the Omnitrix removed.
Oh, that was cool. But is that confirmed? Like, people keep saying that's a rumor. Did he actually give up the Omnitrix in order... because of feedback? Was that ever confirmed? This is what I mean, bro. Ink Tank, I don't want to discredit them ever. They know everything. They're gods. You know what I mean? But it's like, was that confirmed? I don't know. This was pretty cool again. Like I said, they always on it. We'll check out part. Maybe I'll drop the 5YL. part 10 tomorrow. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. And like I said, make sure you like and sub up if you like Ben 10. Check out my other stuff. Let me know if y'all wanted me to react to anything else related to Ben 10. And I'll catch y'all because this was interesting.